Now, I'm honor bound to tell you that this video may have some bad language in it, and if viewer discretion is advised. Because I know this will be the video that one of my students will watch. Not the tutorials or the moral and commentary videos I tell you to watch, and the theory videos. You'll watch my commentary on this one. You'll just find your way here. So there's a warning that there's some bad language in the following clip.
Man, be cool. You be cool. Damn. Come on, boy. Man, be cool. You be cool.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them hoes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying? Cecil Real Taekwondo. Cecil Real Taekwondo. Cecil Real Taekwondo. Cecil Real Taekwondo. Go to CECILRYU.org. CecilReal.org.
This is why I train in martial arts.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them hoes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying? Cecil.
All right, now that we got that out the way, let me tell you something. Yeah, for one, I'm making a video about this because I need views and this topic is trending. But also, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care how many martial arts lessons you take from me, I can't keep you from being knocked out like that. I don't know anybody who can keep you from being knocked out like that. Now, there may be people who would tell you they can keep you from being knocked out like that. But I'm going to tell you now, there is no way I can prevent that technique. If you don't know who I am, my name is Cecil Washington. I'm a part-time martial arts instructor. I created a style I call Cecil Ryu Taekwondo, really call it Cecil Ryu martial arts. It's a combination of Taekwondo, Judo with Kyusho Jitsu and some sprinkles of Western boxing and karate and everything else I've studied. See, the thing is, when you stand that close to somebody and you're up in their face like this, and you're practically just giving them your chin, I don't care who you are. They can come right across here just like he did with what some people call hook, either a hook or a C punch, and knock you out because you're too close. You're too close, you're standing in the most vulnerable stance possible. And if they're anywhere near their prime and they hit you right on a weak point, stomach 5, or a little higher, stomach 3, and if you have what they call a glass jaw, even if you don't have a glass jaw, you're going to hit the floor. And there's nothing that can be done about it. You cannot condition your chin to take those kind of hits. People talk about strengthening the neck. You're not going to strengthen your neck to take those kind of hits, but for so much, because there's exposed nerve here. So that's not going to do it. The best you could do, just from a physical standpoint, you can stretch. And I do teach people stretching so that you can slip or do what I call blade of grass, where you ride the wave of the force. It's not quite like slipping, because with slipping, you can get ahead of it. But with blade of grass is for when you can't get ahead of it. You're trying to slip it, you can't. So you just got to ride it out and let it push you and then come back up. But he got two-pieced. He probably could have slipped a blade of grass his way out of both of those and they came back. But when I teach you blade of grass technique, if you're the type of person that's going to stand that close to somebody and let your ego get the better of your feelings, you're probably not going to blade the grass anyway. You're going to think that you're tough and you don't want to look like no punk and you're going to get knocked out. Not only that, anybody, I don't care who, me, whoever, anybody, if hit hard enough at the right time, is going to go down. Anyone. Whether you're an amateur, whether you're a professional. So that's why there are things that, this is really at this point general martial arts knowledge or self-defense knowledge, but in case you didn't know, don't stand so close to people. If you're having a confrontation with somebody, try not to walk towards the conflict if you can help it. If you're a civilian and it's not your job to restrain people and keep them on the ground, then instead of coming towards them, you need to go away so that you can put your hands up, and so that if something happens, you can react fast enough to counter. Instead of standing there like this, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And it's like you're offering your chin. Subconsciously, it's like you're saying, I exposed myself to you and you were too weak to do anything about it. And they're going to hit you. This also, the way they're standing, if you notice how people stand like this and they puff their chest out, it reminds me of June B in the martial arts. Are you standing like that? But I should say June B in styles like mine, Taekwondo or karate. June B or Chun B. Maybe that's why that's there in the form, to engage that part of your brain that's going to want to, it's time to fight or flight or something. To engage that reptile part of the brain, but then say, even though this is engaged, we want you to start off with structured movements. Okay? Maybe that's why that's there. Not just to show attention, to come to attention and show respect to your master. I believe there are physiological, psychological reasons for every single movement that we have in classical martial arts. So, if you think that you can pull what the guy who was alleged to be Minister Jap is in this video, if you think you can get up in somebody's face like that, and you're going to be able to train enough so that you are not going to be hit if you stand too close, or at very least, you're going to be sore. Because I've been in training. The last time I got hit close to that is I was doing no, that wasn't the last time. One time that I remember where I got hit close to that, we were doing a drill and the guy just, out of reflex, he came up and his hand just went up because he was used to 1, 2, and then punching high. And he just did it full speed. And I came up here and I just leaned all the way back. And I thought I had slipped it, but he caught me a little bit on the tip of the chin here. When I'm at work the next day, I was looking at something there like this, and I was like, why is my chin sore? That was after me having been in martial arts for a long time. And it's because I got a reflex now where if something's coming, my body will just yield to it. I'm not tense. But when you get angry, you get blind angry, you're tense, you're going to get caught. Okay? I don't know if that was the YouTuber called Minister Jap. I don't really care if it was a YouTuber called Minister Jap. My point is, you can't stand that close to anybody and not think you're going to run the risk of being hit or grabbed or stabbed. That's just the way it is. Anybody who tells you different is not telling you the truth. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share it to people that talk about the martial arts. And if you're wondering what my judgment is, I don't think being knocked out takes away from him or anybody else because none of us are invulnerable. Peace.